Hello everyone! You already know how to make items cut on the bias. I've showed you how to make dresses, blouses, skirts, and so on. You know how to iron, cut, tack, and stitch them. I've showed you the whole sewing process very thoroughly. What I wanted to tell you for a very long time is how to store such clothes. I also want to tell you how to take care of silk and chiffon items, how to clean them, and what to pay attention to. Items cut on the bias get damaged not when we wear them, but when they are kept on hangers. I don't recommend keeping items cut on the bias on hangers. Fold clothes, put them on a shelf or in a box. Don't keep items cut on the bias on hangers. Otherwise they would stretch so much that you won't be able to wear them. I love my black dress cut on the bias. I keep it on a shelf in my wardrobe. Now you know how to store such items. How to wash them. Do it very fast by hands. Don't pre-soak clothes. After that, put the items on a towel. Don't wring clothes. It's prohibited to put wet clothes in dryer or place them on hangers. If you do it, you won't be able to make items look good again. And you most definitely won't be able to wear them. It's especially true for dresses. Some skirts cut on the bias are okay with being kept on hangers. What about blouses? Silk blouses like mine can be kept on hangers for some time. But not when they're wet. Chiffon blouses stretch very easy. It's better to fold them and put on a shelf. What is also very important is that even if you learn how to wash such items, you should know how to dry them. Don't over-dry them. It's not the case when you can put an item on a clothesline and go for a vacation. You need to be very attentive. As soon as an item is almost dry, do not forget that you should put it on a towel. You can take it to an ironing desk to get it back in order. It's very important that an item shouldn't be completely dry at the moment. These are very important moments. I don't know why no one tells about such things. Nowadays, a lot of items are made with lining. That means that an item can be made of two different fabrics. Even this blouse, for example. You can see that the lining is made of different silk. What do we need to do in this case? You need to decatise fabric before you start working. It's better to do it with an industrial iron. I even recommend you to make fabric wet, especially fabric for a lining. If it shrinks, it will damage the whole item. Make it wet and then dry with an iron. I remind you that we are talking about fabric for lining. The upper layer fabric can be just thoroughly steamed and ironed. This is what you have to do before you start working. You can start sewing only when you are absolutely sure that the fabrics are ready. Imagine you make an item, wash it, and the lining shrinks so much that an item is damaged. Now I'll tell you what else you can do. This technique is even better. Before you start working with two different fabrics, cut a small piece of each fabric, measure it, make sure that it's square and even, 5 cm wide and long for example. After that you should wash it, let it dry naturally on a towel like I've told you, iron it, and then measure it again. If it hasn't stretched or shrunk, you can start sewing. If it has, do what I've told you to. Don't waste your time and money. What if you want to combine fabrics of different colors in an item? Black and white, black and beige, yellow and blue, and so on. What should you do first of all? Cut to smooth. Let me tell you something else. When making items cut on the bias, dresses, skirts, blouses, let them hang for some time after cutting. Put an item on a hanger or in a clothesline. After that, you should trim fabric one more time. This technique is also very useful. A lot of people recommend taking items to the dry cleaners. Well, I have done it a couple of times. The only thing I got there was a damaged item. I'd better clean items myself. There's one more technique. You can make a separate underdress. It's also very convenient because you can wash just an underdress. Do not forget about this technique. What I wanted to tell you is that you should be very careful with items cut on the bias. Don't keep them on hangers, wash them carefully. Decatise and iron fabrics before you start sewing. Check if fabric shrinks or stretches or fades. Be very careful and attentive. I remind you that we should be different and beautiful. There are no clothes in shops worth buying nowadays. We should sew for ourselves. It's not that hard, and I try to help you. My name is Irina. Subscribe to my channel. Goodbye.